CT-sided numbers to being a little more even, at least a little bit closer to dead even. I wouldn't quite call it there yet, but yeah, a lot more teams picking up C-sided rounds. I think property, based on the fact that I made mention of it, I alluded to it in the first game, just based on the fact that their shots have been a little more accurate for the most part, aside from when Dennis started to get aggressive on CT. I think that they actually have the upper hand on this map.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Like I said, this is absolutely a map that property has done some great stuff in the past. And I don't know really, like, is it true? I didn't see that map, but did NIP also pick T after winning a knife here on
yeah, they
on
did.
Cash?
Yep. NIP's done that a few times. In fact, TSM did it 2 times in a row in the series against. Who did they do it against? They did it against, I think it was Na'Vi in the lower bracket at Face It. They did it twice because they got smoked in the first game and they said, all right, we need to freaking come out flying. So they start out. NIP, according to Flair, and the reason they do it at lands more so is because they know there's a warm-up issue. So if they can play the hard side while the defense are not warmed up, then they have an advantage of catching them out on their mistakes and getting a few extra rounds that potentially they shouldn't have.
I see. Well, there you go. But here we go. First round is on the way, and it's property who lost that knife round who gets to start off as T. Maybe not what they wanted to do, considering this is their map, so see how this is going to play out. Chris J starting off great though, picking up the first one. So again, property is sort of a disadvantage now as they have moved into this site though. Twistenberg with the one each and Twist with his second on to Chris J. So it's all down to Nex and Gob B for this first round.
Really well played to get inside mid right there from property, because we saw Chris J get into A main. The problem was then he got separated from the bomb site. They were able to control and come up highway. Now they just got to hold this out. 2 players still remaining. Berg's going to make it down to just 1 less. As Nex tries to come over the top. Yeah, very hard. He does go for the overtop positioning, which can catch people up, but with 2 players up, yeah, 1 calls, 1 peeks. Simple as that. Property get your first round. By the way, they actually picked up Cobblestone. That was, again, someone can correct us if that was their first game with that roster or not, but it's definitely in the first 2 or 3. I want to give a shout out though, someone I feel bad for is Nico, who was playing, I think was their best player as of late, playing amazing, but due to the language barrier, they've gone back to the all-German speaking lineup, and unfortunately he's out of it right now, but I'm hoping he finds a team soon, because I think Nico is one of the best upcoming players in the world.
Oh, absolutely. Seen some great stuff from him in the past, so as you say, hope he doesn't have like a Scream era, like no team for like forever. He finds a team a little bit quicker.
We got Scream going
Scream
on that
did.
Kingwin roster, man. I can't wait to see them play. It's too bad
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's amazing, but it's too bad they announced themselves just after the new Pro League, because it means they don't have a spot in it this season. But I highly anticipate they'll be there for Season 2.
Okay. So we'll see. All right, Twist starting off peeking mid. He has 2 against him. Didn't manage to take out anything. Probably, like you said, they pick up the pistol round here, and now it's time to move on to this A side again. Not taking their time here, moving fairly quickly, and they are doing their job, taking out 3 of the Mousesports players instantly. Bobby takes out Sender, but that seems to be about it. Nex is down very low, and he's the last one standing. He's over by CT spawn, and Pauf on the move, looking for the last one, and there it is, 2-0. Not a big problem for property.
I had 2 kills picked up from the SMG on Pauf, so that pays back the gun. Now he's up to 6,700 already, so he'll be the one to upgrade. We see him just toss off the MAC-10. What's he going to go with, though? Yeah, good call. Go for the AK. There's no reason to invest into an op when you're still going to be up against pistols. It's just the basically a plan that's looking to get backfired. Big aggression right now coming out from this B side, though. Twist is going to have to spot up all 3. Flash comes out. He's forced inside Toxic. They may get him with these pistols, and they do. He has nowhere to hide, and they'll pick up the SMG as a result. So Spidey now. Spidey. Now I'm just confusing myself. And Schneider's going to get him down. That brings us back a little bit, but look at Berg pushing through, catching out Gobby on the backside of that smoke, and he's going to go forward. Full aggression through the site. Now with the SMG, he won't be able to do much from this range, but it definitely gives a read on the rotations.
Another plant down for property, so it's just about holding this side, and Schneider out mid, taking out Dennis, but they still have one here. Chris J working through this smoke, but Pauf can see him exiting the smoke, so there's no problem there. And the last one over here. Next again. Long distance for Sende. Schneider comes from the behind and takes him out, so Pretty good rounds for property, not losing much at all. One gun here and there, but that's nothing. You can see the economy is very good now as we move into round number 4, and we can see what Chris J can do with the op and how Mousesports can defend these sites.
Well, that's the thing. When the gun rounds gets rolling, we do have an op out either side, like you say. And Chris J's actually playing his at B. Interesting double mid setup, but are they going to go for it? Yeah, I think they will. Yeah, there you go. We are going to see Nex get up inside the vent, so this gives them a really good mid. Actually, it's Chris J they put up. I thought it was going to be Nex with the rifle and Chris J to go back toward Generator, where he's played so many times with the op to hold B solo. Yeah. They actually put the op inside mid. Either way, it gives them a lot of possibility to work that mid control because it allows that second player in mid to not have so much pressure on him. He can rotate up highway and support on A lot faster.
Schneider, he's not aggressively peeking though, so if he moves up there and Chris J has an easy shot to take him down, but see if what they haven't really decided what to do now. Property and Twist moving over towards speed to check it out, see if anybody's being overly aggressive over here, but they're not. They're taking their time, and I know this one round is very important. Keep Mousesports behind because they're already down one map, so have to pick this one up at least, and the next one, Mirage, to take home this this game. And also, like you said, if you lose this best out of 3, you're out. No second chances.
Yeah, simple as that. You're done. You're out of the bracket. And this lower side of the bracket's quite strong because we still have LG, B, and G play in the other best of 3 tomorrow. Pow, nice entry to catch off Gobbeat. Turns around from Zenda, catches Dennis trying to lurk up above. And this gives them back the lead in the round because now it's Chris J and Nex that have to do all the work, and through the smoke, Schneider's just waiting for Chris. And Nex, alone on highway, has to fall off. He can't possibly hope to go for this. If he does, he's absolutely crazy because they don't have the money yet in this. This is their first gun. It'd be better to hold on to the M4 and just see what they can do with it in the next round. Yeah, they got all angles covered. That's what he's going to do.
And it makes it all the way over to CT spawn without being spotted. But you could expect maybe send a check there, at least see if we can keep this one this next round. No, it's a 4-0. Good start for property. Really needs this start too.
Yeah, really good start for the T side. Again, they're the map down right now, so this is perfect. And look at the money on Pouf, 10K. He hasn't died yet, 5-0.
Yeah, he has his stuff.
Oh, it's massive. That's so massive. And look at the aggression they're going to use for this pistol round, though. They want to try and catch off. Again, Twist. They've done it before when he had the SMG. This time he's got a little bit better positioning away from Sunroom over toward the connector, and he's got support as well from Pouf. But they're both going to go down, so there is Zenda to drop. They'll pick up those rifles. Now they've got a chance to try and bring this 3-on-3, and it pulls property off A because they know that the flank's coming in. They have to be fully aware of it. And Gobby actually gets Schneider, who runs in solo. That drops the bomb. No, bomb's already dropped. That's why they're heading back. It's dropped over at B. So this makes perfect sense why they fell off so soon without taking A. I thought it was actually still up. My mistake.
Yeah, Chris J here.
Really good round.
Close one right there. Berg managed to pick him out. So it's all down to Gobby and Nex, though. Nex already has 2 of these frags. They have the bomb. He knows where it is, so he doesn't have a reason to move here. While Gob, he is far away, and he's gonna get Pouf. No, Pouf is moving towards CT spawn instead. It will come from the other side. Unless he decides to move up towards A, and time is running out here. And see if Nex can save this round for Mousesports. That would be a big deal for them. This first round, and still looking for it. Down to 25 seconds now, so need to start moving and do something about this. They are probably aware that Nex is over here, and will he be able to pick this one up? He's running out of bullets. Needs to switch over. His 13 seconds left, and he has picked it up, but here comes Gobby. He has an op now. Oh, won't be able to do it.
What a shot from Pouf.
Yeah.
That was huge. That was absolutely huge. So 5-0 now going to be the score.
Yeah, they can't manage to do it, but that was still a save round for Mousesports, so that was a good one either way. And almost walked away with the round, so now we'll see M4s all the way through the team here for Mousesports, and gonna boost up Schneider here. See if he can do something with that boost.
Well, that Fire was out to hold them off of it, but they didn't go for it just yet, so Gobby's still going to be the one that's holding on to this mid. Good flash out. Does catch them on the backside boost there. Oh, okay, so there you go. They're on the truck boost.
Yeah.
As next we'll pick up Twist. And this just helps for a cross if anyone gets impatient on the CT side, but it doesn't give a huge read. So Gobby actually is able to change his angle, get inside the vents. That's massive. This gives him a great angle to hold, and they have finally put Berg up. He spots him, spots his head, but he's already shot back in return, so Gob has to fall off that. Good play from Berg and great angle hold to pop out and have already pre-aimed. That's not an easy shot to hit.
They're already down one now, property, and Send is still looking to see if he can find something over here. Does find Chris J. Can't. With all those bullets, though, he's still alive, down to 40.
Chris right now could do his teammate a huge favor. He's going to flash out, but he has a smoke. If he dropped that smoke early on the entrance, okay, that works too. He does get him out, but Schneider still gets him. The other option was actually more passive and perhaps less risky. What? How does that bounce that deep? Chris J walked back up in a nade range. Low HP, and he walks into that. Speedy does at least catch off Palv. If he had dropped the smoke, though, that would have been able to give them the blinders and make them think that they were not up close, because why would they smoke it if there's still a player there? And then he could have been able to potentially pick up both. But Dennis does it anyway. Mousesports do get their first round. I still think it could have been a little bit more efficient, but doesn't matter. They're on the board.
Yeah, they are. And, well, Schneider was really trying there. It was really close for the no-scope to pick up the second one and give Property another shot to pick up the 6th straight round, but didn't manage to do that, so... Yeah, they're on the board, and let's see if they can do something now. Chris J has an op. Right, well, he plays it B again, and Twist be aggressive enough to challenge Chris. He won't be. He's fallen back towards mid.
Twist wants to take the peek. Fountain Splash, pretty standard. Chris J's not going to be fooled by that at all. Actually, look at Chris. Man, he's good at getting aggressive. Twist was just there 2 seconds ago, so he would have had no idea he was coming.
There you go, two quick one from next.
This mid hold's really good now. This looks really good for Mousesports. Now they're starting to control the map a little more and basically eliminate all of the possibilities from the offense, and they're just stacked. There's nowhere for Property to go. They have to cross over, get that bomb at some point. Okay, no, never mind. I thought it was in the connector based on the overhead. It's still right beside them. But with 45 seconds left and 3 men down, it's not a massive amount they can do.
Well, you know, Schneider's still alive. It's some momentum with that off now. Great work last round also. But, yeah, we'll see if we can do it all the way now. They have moved out mid, and they have only Speedy up here on A side. So if they move up, or is it only him? No, he's boosted up on somebody, right?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, there's two. Yeah, so there are 2 actually over there. So makes it even tougher for them.
It's a massive pick too, because the bomb's now dropped on the inside of the barrels. All they have to do is catch out Snyder, and they already know where he is. So he's just going to try and run and hold on to this op, but they're going to be hot on his heels, coming from both angles, and he may hit the front one onto Gobby, but if he goes down now, he's got massive problems because the round's expired. Oh, I don't know how he stayed alive.
Yeah, no, he managed to. But you know,
Man, oh man.
the timing between rounds here is much smaller than the matchmaking ones. You can plant a bomb after you've won the round in matchmaking. You don't have time here.
Yeah, you pretty much have to be on it have to be on it as the round is expiring.
Yep.
You got about a split second to make that decision. Nade gonna go out in mid. Not a lot of damage dealt down to Pauf. Smokes out like crazy though on him on the backside. He pushes through it. Wall of smoke helping get them to vent, but the vents have already been blown out. They've got Nex up there this time. He does get caught by Zenda. This will slow things down for the defense now because they've got to fall passively. Dennis, interestingly enough, doesn't even want to take the fight at mid, so he'll go support on the A at Highway, but this is all for naught, or is it? I'm surprised they go. Man, Gobby walks out. Brilliant play from him. I thought for sure that they were going to fall back through the vents, and with Gobby out of it there, that they would at least have one player to watch him. Instead, they get completely blinded out. And a little bit narrow-minded, overlook him, walk inside, and man, that round was given back to Mousesports.
Yeah, Gobby came in a great position, picked out, maybe it was only 2. He had a chance to pick out 3 coming through CT main. So, yeah. Another round for them, and Property gave it away. And let's see if they manage to get out of this well, bad situation and bad trend that we see now, because it's starting to, well, look like cobblestone a bit, where they lose the momentum and don't really know what to do here and give stuff away, and not what property needs to do here.
Reverse boost. They're both boosted. One on their side. Hey, how are you? Oh, not too bad. Dennis is going to go ahead and take down Zenda. That will open things up. And, of course, that was the M4 versus pistol that did the damage. And got beat inside the vents again. So Mousesports still taking full control of the mid. These pistols not able to do much.
Flawless round for Mousesports. And it's now almost back to being even Steven here as we move on. It's 4 straight rounds for Mousesports. And Team Property having trouble to do something at all. Now, they had a great shot last round, but let's see if Property can manage to do something and get into this one and hopefully pick up this map so they can move on to the third.
Look at Dennis. This is exactly what he did with Penta. And you know what? I actually am starting to like the composition of this new lineup a lot, because Chris J is all about being aggressive with the op, and now he has someone like Dennis who's going to work with him every time. I mean, we saw them together and what they can do. Oh, Dennis. Oh, yeah. Man, all the way behind them. But we saw what it can do on Cobblestone. Now they've got someone like this to work with Chris J. This could work really well for Mousesports. This could be an interesting lineup for sure. And there it is. Dennis with the double, all on the aggression.
Well, inside the site, they're not managed to do anything at all. There's only Schneider left against the remaining 4, so should be another one for Mousesports here, putting this back to 5-5. 5 straight rounds for Mousesports. This Schneider can do something incredible, but he won't be able to do that. Next picks it up, and it's back to even 5-5. And yeah, Dennis, that move right there, picked up 2. Good start.
Yeah, sit on top of the bank that they've built now, because they have only lost, like I said, that one player in the last 2 rounds. So op still out for Chris J. Twist's going to come around the corner. This time Tech9's only out for Property. So they've turned this massively around, because this was a 5-0 lead, let's not forget. That's now completely evaporated, and Mousesports coming alive. They need this map, Property, because otherwise it's over in 2, and Dennis wants to make that case because he's already found 1, and inside the site, next gets flashed out. Still manages to spray away and find out on Pauf, though. And can he get the deagle? Gets it out in time. Yes, absolutely. Berg goes down. Great hold from him, and just barely gets away, but 3 kills, and they've got the lead. They fully turn this back.
Yeah, really great hold there. I think they should have been able to take down Next there. He was all flash, didn't see anything, and with those Rec 9s, they can do better. But he still managed to pick out 3 Next, so yeah, they might have been able to get in there, get a plant at least for Team Property, but none of that. Next holds it really well, and it's another one for Mousesports. 6 straight rounds now. And Team Property, again, looking like they're lost. They don't know what to do. Nothing's going to work against this Mousesports at the moment.
And the interesting thing is that it looks less so like they're lost because they don't know where to go on this map. They look lost because they're being completely outpushed right now by Mouse. So it's just Mouse taking the fight to them as opposed to lack of execution, as that was the case on Cobblestone. And we see it again. I mean, Dennis goes for that reverse boost. He catches one off. It's similar. This is almost like how Envious took down Nip at Starladder. They just, Nip never really got into position to do anything on the T side before Envy was already all over them. And again, Dennis this time falls back from middle, comes away from that first boost, and he's on the backside, and he's not done. He finds, that's 3 in the round 4, actually. My mistake. Almost the ace, but Berg will shut him down, and they'll get this defused, though, because Chris J's there. I'm loving this. I really am loving this Dennis-Chris J combo.
Yeah, they are really shutting it down, and just Schneider up there on high was in a great position to take down Dennis, but he sort of like gave up on it because he didn't manage to hit those last shots. So Dennis just crouched down, oh, he's over there. I'll look again. All right, easy frag.
And that retake was
So
perfect because the problem is those smokes. A lot of times those teams will put out the smoke between the forklift and the red. It does give that little gap for the T's to, or pardon me, the CTs to walk back into. And rather than go through the smoke, they boost above it. Sometimes it's worth it to walk out a little bit more if you have one extra smoke to invest in throwing it a little bit deeper because then they hesitate on that play. They can't get up close to the red to go for that boost. So really good read by Mousesports to realize they had that to work with, and then they pull it out at the right time. Very cool. And Dennis, again, he's the one up close in mid. This guy's not stopping, although this time he's in a bit of a dilly of a pickle because he's trapped inside Cubby.
yeah, yes, but grenades they can throw in there. But they managed to pick it up, Schneider with the op, so better start now for Property. Been a while now since he managed to do anything, and Chris J connects to that. But it won't get him all the way down. What do they decide to do? Bomb moving towards B side. Schneider picks up his second one on Chris J. So 4 on 3 now. This next takes out Twist, and what do they decide to do? Bomb is towards B, and it seems like that will be the site that they're gonna go for. While now Mousesports is moving towards A side. Realize that that's not the case, and God B is very low here. We'll be able to take out Berg.
Oh, this is a problem because now that they're so spread up, Schneider's alone on A. They're gonna get him anyway, so this gives it up. They know Pauf's alone. Pauf's got to find himself the best possible hiding place, and he hasn't got there yet, and they're already going to come out and spot him. And he needs to be careful because if he backs through the smoke, he's going to get spotted by Gob. Exactly the case. And that round started off so promising. It was the right approach. Team Property wait for the aggression. Snyder catches 2 kills with the op, but then they just get caught off guard. They get out of position and don't work as a team. So Property, who got the first 5, now find themselves completely out of this. I think even in the Battle of Wits, they need to get their minds back into it as much as their executions.
Yeah, I'm sort of worried about that because I've seen this happen quite a lot for Property. They start up well, they're looking really strong, and then just a few rounds against them, and all of a sudden they're like, they don't know what to do.
Sorry, the other thing about that last round is that second player who pushed through B into CT to take the fight, he can do that if the third player is there as well and they can set it up together. But if he leaves the bomb planter alone, knowing Schneider's that far away, it's not worth it to get that information and get that early read.
True, true. Here we go again. Property being aggressive onto this side. Dennis picks up 2. Twist is the only one with anything to give. Schneider takes out Speedy also, but it's an easy round for Mousesports, and they're now up to 9 straight rounds on this first half after Property picked up the first 5. So yeah, this game changed really quickly.
Yeah, I mean Property. This is a chance given away. Keep in mind, like this map firmly played to their tactics, and the way they started off, it looked like it was good. It looked like Mirage was going to be on the cards. Of course, it was early to read, but they looked untouchable in the first 5 rounds. Chris J goes to the auto this time. Twist gets caught by it. Schneider does catch Dennis this time over on A, so that's a full change-up, by the way. They go for the auto sniper, and that means Dennis can go over to A, but Schneider's reading it. This is good. Property's at least getting something going, but it's a little bit late. You give up 9 rounds in a row on a series where you're already a map down, and it's a case of what could have been almost, because they need this round. At least they've got to start for it.
Need to hurry up too, because Speedy is on his way to flank them too. Back, so decides to move towards A. Yeah, he has. Could be 2 free frags here from, and it is no problem at all.
It's just so clever. Oh man, I love it. I actually really enjoy watching this Mouse roster right now. I'm not 100% sure all the top teams will give them this much space to work with, but regardless, this is fun to see.
Absolutely, like you said, even more and more you see Dennis and Chris J playing great together. Now let's see if they can pick up this last one on Schneider and make it 10 straight rounds and 10-5 in the halftime. That's what it is. And yeah, good comeback and lead for Mousesports.
Oh, I mean, that's big. That's definitely big. And like you say too, I mean, you got to feel like guys like Troubley who were with Mousesports for a time and then went over to Penta. And he leaves the roster because they're too aggressive. And then these 2 rosters who are a mix of those aggressions in very different ways. You had Chris J with the op, but then on Penta you had all the riflers being super aggressive. Now you've got them all together. This is like a hybrid team in a way. I think this is. I mean, regardless of these guys win games, I think this is always going to be exciting to see. It's like seeing the guy in poker who always goes all in regardless of the cards, just to see who's gonna take the bait. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
screw it. I got my sunglasses on. You can't tell what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna keep going all in. You're either gonna sit and wait back for me to push and get the kill, or I'm gonna completely get behind you and destroy you. So it's definitely a gamble, but they're using it well. Apparently,
they
Chris
are.
is on the toilet. That's what we're waiting for.
Toilet break. Copy that. It's number one or
Pooja.
number two?
Well, Snyder says Pooja, but I'm assuming he's guessing that.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know if well, it's time for property now to defend. So, you think they have it in them, or do you think this is gonna be a 2-0? Looking at what?
Look, it's the exact same scoreline we had last time, is it not?
Is it? Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it is. That's true.
The difference is this time property is hitting onto a CT side as opposed to a T side. It's hard to say. This is hard to read. Chris J's got to find entry kills. Dennis next. I think actually the guy to watch this half is going to have to be Speedy.
Yeah.
Because if he's going directly into it depends on his spawn. Oftentimes he'll go directly to the site and open things up. But if he plays off the lurk role, then maybe less so importance on him. But I mean, Chris or Dennis on 18 already. Next is up there too. Next was subtle about it though. That's the funny thing. Next was the guy who's like always the guy sitting back while the rest of the guys are running out. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to come down to a pistol round start for property to get them into it, and then they've got CT. They've got to just control the economy. If they can stay efficient and shut down Mouz early, then Mouz is going to be left scrambling. And I do believe it's Next that's making the calls for them now. So.
Well, let's see, because this half will decide if we get a 2-0 or if we move on to Mirage, which will be the last one in this best out of three. Already 1-0 for Mousesports. Now we have the pistol moving here towards this side, and actually it's all up to Pauf now because he's all alone in here. Nobody's even close. There are actually 4 people over towards A, and that was easy for Chris J. So Plant's gonna come down, and it's a retake time for property because that's all they have to do now. Pick up this first one because it is an important one. They need to get into this one.
Really
I don't know what he's doing.
They went back over to A there when they already had the commitment onto B. The bomb's already gone down. I'm not sure if he thought there was a lurk hot on their heels or what, but separates himself from the rest of his teammates. Regardless, they are all stacking up now, trying to find their way inside the site. Dennis pops out, manages to get a shot back in toward Connector, and through the smoke actually connects all the way through on Twist as Speedy's going to drop as well. Finally, Schneider does get one for property, but it's on the way out. He's running the hide toward middle as look at the aggression from Mouz through the site. There you go, and bomb's going to detonate. Chris J, I'm afraid your Tech 9 might be lost. No, he's far enough away. So Schneider wants to hang on to this. I have the same 5-7, but he hangs on to it.
Yes. That was an easy round for Mousesports, and well, I guess they gave it a go to just leave Pauf over there on the site, and yeah, like you said, I don't know what Sender did over there. They knew the bomb was down. Maybe he was looking for some lurker. That's why he was checking back. I don't know. Maybe Gobby was out playing. I don't know what he did though.
Yeah, I think that's the only explanation, but look at this fast execution. We're going to come in. These AKs this time that are up, so they've already lost 2. Good play by Twist and Pauf to take down 2 of the guns, one of which is SMG, but Gobby's still got his up and in full effect. Hasn't found a kill with it yet, so the money bonus won't be substantial, as the AKs have done all the work so far. And again, the bomb's going to get planted on the B site.
Yeah, down to send and yeah, we'll see what they can do. Berg falls and see if they can take one of these AKs away from Mousesports. It's always something, but it seems like Send is not interested. He's moving back, or is he? No, changed his mind. Give it a go here, this position, and see if Mousesports decides to move towards this. No, not at all. They decide, all 3 of them, to move together towards spawn in that area. So it's going to be another simple round for Mousesports, and they move 1 step closer to a 2-0 here.
No, smart play. Smart play to do it that way. To move out together. There's no point in giving up a gun. Even risking giving up a gun. You know he's only got a pistol. Sure, it's a 5-7, but not really worth breaking his economy because they're going to save this one anyway, and they're going to buy the next one regardless. So all you're really doing is hurting yourself at that point.
Yeah. Alright, and the property, they decide to stack B site this round. So if Mousesports walk into this one, could be trouble. They do not. They step up middle. And towards A, they're doing every move right now. So, I mean, sure, it's 50-50, but that's what they're doing. And it's working out for Mousesports, and it's definitely not working out for Property, and not much more they can do here. Dennis, see if he can pick up some more Property players.
Oh.
Probably if he decides to move out.
Dennis gets the grab. What? How does he control his recoil that well? Teach me the ways, oh God. As Dennis picks up 2.
Schneider's just standing there. He's like, I don't want to play against him. It's no fun.
And somehow he's been overlooked and okay, there finally drops down to the barrel of Dennis's 4K gun. And 13 rounds now, Mousesports, they might be able to wrap this up in 2. This would be remarkable, man. I'm actually really excited. You do have to kind of consider the fact that, yes, it's the Mousesports moniker, but this is a top 8 team in the world. It's essentially Penta in a lot of ways.
Prop it is not there, so we really, I mean, bet on a 2-0 wouldn't be all that crazy even before this game. But I was expecting more from Property ST there after picking up those first 5 rounds. And here they go again. Mousesports picking up 3 quick ones, losing 2, so it's 3 versus 2 as they move up to this side. And it's only Sende holding A side at the moment. And you see Palf now rotating over from B. Is he gonna be quick enough though? Sende hold this down. He won't be able to, so it's all down to Palf now. And he pick up Speedy over there, having trouble. And the bomb is down, so yeah, it's a tough situation for Palf, and it seems like it's going to be another round for Mousesports and 14-5. Even a step closer towards the victory.
This started off 5-0. They've now given up 14 rounds consecutively.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing if you're getting a few rounds here and there, but when you have a 5-0 lead and then you just get blown out like that, there's something went seriously wrong. And, I mean, maybe it was a matter of momentum. Let's not forget they won the first gun round and essentially 4, pistol round included, or just included, essentially 3, I guess you could say, anti-ecos. So really only 1 direct gun round they picked up. And that's a problem. That's definitely a problem, specifically on cash, which I would have thought favored them.
Well, I was just looking. We had Chris J, and he's down on 6 frags this half, and we should have had Dennis too.
I know. I don't know why. I was thinking about picking up Dennis too. Get ripped. Yeah. Dennis is killing it right now. 27 kills, leads the way over everybody. Next is second with 22.
We do have Schneider, don't we? Do we? No?
I'm not sure.
Damn it, I forgot what we picked.
They've only got pistols right now, so let's see what they can possibly make happen. Dennis does take down Twists with the AK. That'll give 1 more to his tally. See if he can hit 30 in what would be the 20th round. As
even 1 more there.
29. He's definitely counting them up. Zendy goes down. Next wants to come in and try and help out the action, or at least get one of his own. Does spot 1 up above in heaven. That's Palf, but Palf knows Dennis is there as well. Good awareness from him. Takes the first, slides, takes the second, and falls back. Does give up the sight as a result. Has 1 support player in the backside, but they'll be able to pop out, and Schneider catches Chris J off guard. That 5-7 does the job. He's got to be careful now because he's getting pinched from either side, and Speedy's going to be the one to get the kill. And as he falls back in toward the vents, he catches Berg rotating over, and I think Palf on the invitation is going to... No, he can't. He possibly can't. They're on 14. He has to stick around because there's no economy left regardless. They've essentially played for the win, not for overtime. So he's got to try and retake this.
There, and now they know where he is. He's down on 12. It's not gonna be easy, if at all possible. And well,
yeah, so he will
now
save it.
Yep.
I mean, you gotta weigh it ultimately. Sure, he had to stick around and see what he could make do there because, like I said, they're all gonna be on pistols next round anyway. It's almost like saying, you know, it's a desperate play, but 12 HP, he's not gonna get in. You might as well at least keep the M4 if you can. So.
Well, you know, looking at the money, they actually do have some great money. I think they sort of... Did they save then? Because they did have a lot of money at least.
Yeah, so money bonus came in. The money bonus gave them just enough to buy out because they won't even have nades on Schneider who goes for the op. The rest of them do. So yeah, that was actually... Okay, we're going to have to go back and do math. By my math, I thought they were going to come up light on that. I thought we were going to be looking at FAMAS's.
They even wasted 1 M4 in spawn too, so they had money.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Yep. Alright, one last hurrah then for Property. Mousesports on match point. They have 10 of them. They only need one more, and it's game over for property. See what they can do. And it seems like it's gonna be towards A here for Mousesports again, but Sender and Schneider picks up 2 early frags for property as they move in. Schneider looking to pick up a second, won't be able to. B connects with that one, but they are 4 versus 3. Good position here for Mousesports, or are they? All alone over there so far. Alf, who's inside the side, Twist far away, and they're trying to spray this. Sender doesn't connect with any of those bullets.
Wow.
Bomb is coming down.
This got
It's a
turned
tough.
around.
Yeah. Start off well for property, but again, they managed to come on to this side here, but they pick up a quick one. It's too much for Speedy. There he goes.
He slid out, got the first player. It was a good shot, but the problem was when he slid too far, he put himself in a 1-on-2. So property, better late than never, pick up their 6th.
Yeah, well, that's after 15 lost rounds in a row, so that's a whole game almost. But they have, yeah, almost. They have 9 more chances here, though. What happens?
Well, let's see what happens. Twist does eat a bit of an aid that comes through. Lands just to the left, down to 79. Patience. Oh, he peeks away at the wrong time. Does dodge the first flash. Second one will get him, so he preemptively fires back. No connection made. Gabi gonna Molotov off on the vents, try and force out anyone hiding inside, but no one's there right now for the CTs. In fact, it was Twist who's already come back across as Speedy does take down Palf. Gabi waits for the boost to try and get some more mid control, because Speedy has found his way over toward B now. So what does Zenda do to respond? Keep in mind that there's still essentially one more round to buy for Mouz if they want to after this.
That's true, and now they have 2 over here on towards A side, and Schneider and Twist and Sende pick up a couple, but Twist is very low on 3, and Schneider goes down from next there, so here they go, picks up another one. It's all down to the 3 HP Twist, who's far away. This feels like it's GG, because it's gonna be very tough to be able to one-shot both of these without receiving any turn fire. So here we go. Last chance, and the bullet connects, and there he goes. 16-6, and we have a 2-0.
A 2-0 indeed. This is a great series right now from Mouz, and I have to say I feel like property just couldn't get anything rolling. They looked pretty good on cash. I thought their skill was there on their CT side, and in the start of this game they looked excellent, but they just never really responded to the aggression that Mousesports threw out. And I genuinely am excited to see how this Mousesports roster progresses, because essentially with the merging with Penta, you could call them a top 8 team in the world now. Debatable. We'll see where they actually stack up, but they're in the top 10, the back end of the top 10, and if they keep playing that aggressive, if Dennis and Chris J can hit their shots every time they play like that, they can definitely catch a lot of teams off guard.
Yeah, no, I agree, and like you said, I'm excited to see too what these guys can do in the future, and another reason to watch more Mousesports games. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, for sure, 100%. And no, I mean this is massive. The only thing with aggressive play